Shalom. This is Bishop Nathanyel of Israel United in Christ. I want to start off by saying thank you to all of our Booster Club members for your many donations and much more, your prayers. We visited faraway countries and strange lands. We've even spoken to dignitaries and were detained for spreading the glorious gospel in Cuba. The truth is that the descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel were scattered throughout the world. Help us on our journey as we continue to raise up the nation of Israel. 12 tribes worldwide. Join or donate today. Shalom.
Give our people the truth. The truth coming straight out of the Bible. The truth is what's going to wake us up in the last days. Right. What's going on around us, the police brutality, all this violence amongst the black and so-called Hispanic people. This must happen according to the Bible. This is the truth.
The book of John, chapter 8 and verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
All right, so the truth will make you free. Sis, what's going on? What's your name? Maddie, how you doing? Brother Soldier Stephen. All right, so we out here teaching our people the truth according to the Bible. You read the Bible? All right, praise, all praise. All right, the truth is that the Bible is only written to the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American. We'll call the children of Israel. Right. All right, through slavery, our names been changed. That's documented in the Bible. Did you know that? That's good. That's good. You out here with the true people that's gonna teach the Bible correctly. All right. Right. Let's give me Deuteronomy 28. First, all right, let me ask you a question. You seen this in the house right here? You ever seen this man in the house?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so who do they say this guy is?
God, Jesus Christ.
They call him Christ, right? All right, so we're going to go straight to the Bible and get a real depiction of what Christ looked like according to the Bible, all right?
Right.
So they call him Jesus, you say, right? So now, we're going to prove to you out the Bible, y'all, the depiction of what Christ looks like, all right? Hey, young lady. All right, we're going over what Christ looked like. Y'all know Jesus Christ? All right, come here real quick. I want y'all to show me which one is Christ. All right, we're going to show y'all why it's important to know the truth according to the Bible, why we should know what Christ looked like and where to identify ourselves in the Bible. All right? This is the revelation of Christ. Point to which one y'all think Christ is.
Which one, God?
Point to it. Which one y'all think? All right. So they pointed to the white man, right? This is where our people go to church every Sunday, and what are they teaching in church? They're not teaching the truth, because the sisters think that this white guy is so-called Christ. Let's see what the Bible say. We're reading out the Bible. You hear me, bro? Revelation.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So we're going over the revealing of how Christ looked inside the Bible. Read.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So it says hair and his hairs were wool, white like wool. What people have woolly hair on this earth? What people have woolly hair? You ever hear somebody in your house say your hair woolly? Wool? You know what animal has woolly hair?
Sheep.
A what? A sheep, right. So you look at the brother right down the side of you, right? Right here. That's wool, like a sheep, right? You see his hair? That's wool. So what people have woolly hair? And what kind of texture is this right here? What would you call that texture?
I don't know.
Stringy. It's stringy, right? This texture right here is stringy. So it said, let's read it again.
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
Okay, so which guy has white woolly hair, young lady? Point to it. Right here, young lady, point to it. Which one has woolly hair? Which one has woolly hair? He has woolly hair?
Yeah.
You said the sheep has wool, right?
Yeah.
So is that woolly hair or stringy hair? Point to it, young lady. Come on, let's pay attention, right? That's wool. Look at his hair. Is his hair just like this?
No.
That's why it's important, right? Our grandma, aunties been going to church for years. They have a picture of a white man in their house and calling him Christ. Let's see what the Bible says his hair looks like.
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
So which one has white hair? All right, y'all know y'all colors. Point to who has white hair. All right, so we reading out the Bible, and it's showing with depiction would be closer to Christ. All right, because we can't let no longer nobody fool us. Or the pork chop eating pastor just talk a whole bunch of noise and say, give me an offering, okay? Read it again.
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
So he had red eyes. This picture right here, show me which one has red eyes. This is very important. Big boy, come here. Come holler at me. Come holler at me with the young people right here. All right? Because you're a leader. You got to be able to teach your children. All right? You got any children? All right, you got one. This is very important. This is what you got, a son, daughter? All right? This is very important so you can teach your daughter what Christ looks like according to the Bible. Because for many years, what have we been seeing in our house, our grandma in our house?
Right.
This right here. But they've been going to church paying tithes for years, right? What have they been reading? What's been going on? They've been paying all that money these years. But guess what? We read out the Bible. We can no longer let nobody fool us, all right? They say if you want to have something, put it in the book. You hear me? They say you want to have something, put it in the book. Now we got this book opened up, all right? Read it again from the top.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Who has woolly hair? Huh? That one right there, just like on your head. Touch your head.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
So he had red eyes, not blue eyes, right? Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
So now, if we look at this young lady's feet, what's her name? Angeline? Dejaline? Dejaline. All right. So her feet the same color as her face, right? Let's see what the Bible say, all right? We're reading out the Bible, all right? This picture is saying the opposite. I want you to hear. So far, what we heard, woolly hair? What kind of hair is this?
That's long.
That's stringy hair, right?
Yeah.
So we reading out the Bible. We no longer being fooled, all right? Read it again.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
So if you burn something in a furnace, what color would it turn? If you overcook something, what color does it turn?
Black.
Say it again. That's a smart young lady right there. She's correct. All right? So now, out of these, what we heard, which one would be Christ according to the Bible? What we just read. We just read woolly hair, white. All right? This would be Christ. No longer can we let this trick us and disconnect us, because Christ is the king on earth, okay? So we got to understand that we're God's on earth too, all right? We're kings and princes, all right?
This man's story about that right there.
What man? What man? What man gave us this right here?
White people.
Right. They gave us this in slavery, all right? That's how we disconnect. The Bible is on the written to the 12 tribes of Israel, okay? You see a sign right here? What would you be right here? What do you call yourself?
What's up? Black.
Black.
Weird.
You see this right here? You would be from the tribe of Judah, the same tribe as Christ. You hear me? You're a king, that's right. So that's what you got to teach your daughter, that they're a prince, not to hate their hair. Because Christ had woolly hair. That's beautiful. But they taught us what? To perm our hair. To put weave in our hair. All right? Huh? Right. Perm, ball your hair. So love your beautiful hair. You hear me? Let it go thick and it get wavy. All right? Don't put that in now. So I'm going to give y'all another thing. Because, all right, you celebrate Christmas? You celebrate Christmas? Did you know that's against God? Did y'all not know that? Y'all go to the churches and they celebrate Christmas? Do they have Christmas plays in the church? That's against God. They're not reading the Bible in the church. Let me show y'all that's against God. Give me Jeremiah. I want to show y'all, all right? Because guess what? Your mother and your father, they can go to the store any day of the week, to the mall, any day of the week, and buy you clothes and shoes, right? Any day of the week. That's what we work for, right? Well, this particular day is against God. This is something God hates. All right, this is called idolatry. But let me show this. I'm going to show y'all this. I want y'all to identify it. Read.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Unto who?
O house of Israel.
This is the house of Israel. These 12 tribes, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American. You make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We're reading out the Bible and telling you what God hates. But listen, read it again.
Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord.
That says who?
Thus saith the Lord.
That's what the Lord say, read.
Learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the ways of the other nation. This is what we've been taught in America. We've been taught this right here, right? But we just read out the Bible the depiction of what Christ looks like, all right? Learn not the way of the heathen. The oppressor gave us that. The oppressor told you that your hair should be parted or put weave in, all right? Read it again.
Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at all the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain.
So the custom of the other nations are vain.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.